guys, welcome to the last episode of Health Tips in February. If you haven't watched the previous videos, you can just watch them. You can just check them out. Gastritis, PID, as well as UTI, even though we missed one due to technical challenges. So today will be the last episode, and I'm going to share with you guys something that is really general, something that is really common. It's really common nowadays in us young people, and a lot of people are thinking that we're going through some heartbreaks and disappointments and all those kind of things. So it's about the heartaches. A lot of people are experiencing heart pains, and when they go to the hospital, everything comes out normal. All the examinations comes out normal. So I'm going to share with you guys the possibility of some things that can be the causes and how we can avoid them. If these things don't work out, or if they work out, well and good, but always make sure, I always talk about these guys, always make sure that you check in the doctor. The doctor is the best person to start with. You go, definitely God, yeah, God always the first one. So you go to the doctor, they check in before concluding to yourself that this is what's going on. So let's get into this. Some of these heartaches that really happen are so hard to understand because you find yourself not having any heart problems. You don't have BP, you are young, you are not really, you don't even have any abnormalities like you were born with them. So you get to have hard times to understand like what's really going on. Why am I having these heartaches, right? Specifically having sharp pains. You get to feel sharp pains, you get to feel some tightness, you get to feel a bit of tiredness at times, and it's hard to sleep. When you sleep, you get to have difficulties to sleep, to have sweet dreams and all those kind of things. So you, first of all, the first thing that you have to do is that check in the doctor. Check in the doctor. If the things that I'm going to mention comes out normal, well and good, then we can proceed with this video, right? We can proceed with this video. So if at all you go to the hospital and they've done echo, so this is just examination of the heart to check how the valves are working, the muscles of the heart, and also the blood flow and all those kind of things. Maybe if there's any mass in the heart, they check in those things, right? But all the echo examination comes out normal. And also when the doctor does an x-ray, they order an x-ray, x-ray comes out normal, ECG comes out normal. They check in other tests as well, they come out normal, but you still have the heartache, right? So these are the things that are so hard to understand because you are feeling the pain, you are feeling the sharpness, you are feeling the tightness, but everything comes out normal, and you start wondering if at all you've been bewitched or what's going on, or maybe you are going through some heartbreaks and all that, or maybe you are fearing some examinations or those kind of things, but you've got nothing is going on, no such kind of things are going on, but you still have the heartaches, right? So I'm going to share with you guys now the things that can be the cause and also avoiding those kind of things. But that is if make sure that you've checked in the doctor, guys, before doing these things, or if at all they find you with some kind of anything with going on with your heart and you've been given some medication, you can work out with these things that I'm going to share with you guys. Those who have BP, these things are mandates that they are going to really help you. So first thing is that the way the heart works, the hemodynamic of the heart can change if at all you compromise yourself in how you wake up, right? That's the first thing. When you wake up, you open your eyes, like you wake up instantly, immediately you just open up your eyes and you wake up, you just jump out from the bed. That really disturbs the hemodynamic of the heart, or the function of the heart, right? The way it's closing up and opening up will really change because of how you've just woken up and you've forced it to pump in a lot of blood to the muscles so that they be able to work and coordinate in how you want to move about from your bed and going where you want to go in a hurry, right? So that really causes some heartaches or some sharp pains to your heart because you've like frightened up your heart. You've made your heart to be on the frightened or fight mode, right? So you make sure that when you wake up early in the morning, open up your eyes. When you open up your eyes, don't wake up immediately. Make your mind to be alert, like waking up your mind to get back to the day thought. Make your mind to think about what the day is today. Make your mind to remember what the day is today, the month, the year, the date, and also yeah, for the time you can check on the phone, but before checking on the phone, make your mind to remember. Let it remember what the day is today, what month it is, and also the year before checking the time as well. From there, then you can proceed of kneeling down and praying to God, thanking him of everything. Then you can do other things. So you can do that in about 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes, but the best minutes are 5 minutes. Take your time just to be on your bed like that, lying like that. You are awake, but also letting your body to be awake, everything to be awake, that we are back now in the system. It's the daytime, right? So make sure you check that. If at all you just wake up abruptly, it's going to make your heart having some heartaches, because you've changed the hemodynamic function of the heart. Everything becomes so compromised, and for it to be back to its normal self, why it's supposed to be closing up and opening up, like the heart closing up and opening up, will really take time for it to be in the normal state, right? So that's the first thing. If you continue doing the same thing, waking up in a way you are not supposed to wake up, you're going to be having some headaches. Second thing, cold water and warm water, these two have their own different benefits. None of them have got like it's bad for our healthy. Of course, there are some disadvantages to both of them, but always when there is an advantage, there is a disadvantage. When there is disadvantage, there is always an advantage. So I'm going to focus much on the warm water, not really hot water, because you are going to burn yourself. So we don't want any irritation to the skin. Warm water is what I'm talking about. Cold water is really nice. It's going to improve a lot of things. It's going to improve the stress levels. It's going to improve a lot of inflammation, or those kind of things, but we are speaking about warm water. So for warm water, is really going to help you in relaxing your heart, it being that when you take warm water, there is dilatation of the vessels. So warm water acts as a vasodilator or vasodilation. When you take warm water, the vessels are going to be dilated, meaning the lumen of the vessels are going to increase in the area. As they increase that part, like the lumen gets to be increased, the velocity of the blood flow is going to be at a lower level, meaning if you even have BP, you're going to have low BP. So if you take cold water, like really cold water, a cold shower each and every time, the vessels are going to be narrowed. When they get to be narrowed, meaning they are going to reduce in the size area, like the lumen is going to be really reduced, which is going to cause increase in blood pressure. Your blood is going to be high, because the flow of the blood, the velocity of the blood flow is going to be higher than its normal self. And imagine you are doing that over and over. Every time you woke up early in the morning and you woke up without giving yourself time to relax, and you go and have a cold shower, already you've compromised the hemodynamic function of the heart. Then you take cold water, that also going to make the heart to be having some of the pain. You're going to be feeling the pain, you're going to be feeling the tightness, you are going to be feeling some kind of short of breath sometimes. So for those who also have maybe some conditions like atherosclerosis, which is the fatty deposit in the lumen of the vessels, that part, when you have those kind of things and you bath cold water, it's going to be narrowed, meaning the fats of those lumen are going to be tight, meaning the other part is going to have is not going to have oxygen, right? You're going to lack oxygen on other parts, which is there are possibilities of someone collapsing because of that. So make sure that you check in the doctor so that you find out if at all you have atherosclerosis, or if you don't have. If you have, make sure you take this in consideration. Bathing warm water is really important. It is going to help you in improving your blood circulation of not having those headaches. So if you are a youngster and you don't have those kind of abnormalities or conditions, it's okay to take cold water, but at times take warm water is really going to be helpful. It's going to be helpful, it being that you're not going to be having those heart pains and those kind of things. A lot of people love loud noise, like seriously, they just don't love the quietness, and just it's too quiet and all that. So they like going out there, some loud noise and all that. There is noise which is really considered to be okay, and there is that noise which is just way too much. For example, maybe your neighbors, and also maybe just other things that are too noisy, and every time your ears are just getting that noise every time, early in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evenings, and it's just way too tiring. So the loud noise as well, really cause some heartaches. It being that be an increase in the stress hormone stimulation. You are going to have a lot of stress hormones in your body, and every time you get to be stressed, you know the body gets to change itself to a flight or fight mode, right? It's really ready to fight and all those kind of things. So when it gets to be in that mode, meaning the vessels are going to be alert and they are going to be tightened up so that they increase in the blood flow, so that it increases the blood flow going to the muscles, and you get to be so alert to fight somebody and all those kind of things. So if you are going to always be in a loud place each and every time, or maybe your neighbors are the ones who make those kind of noise, or maybe your roommates or other things that are bringing out the noise, they are going to make your stress levels to increase each and every time, and there will be no time of that stress levels to decrease, to reduce, and all that kind of thing. So if it's going to be constantly in that way, the vessels are going to be always be in a tightened phase while you get to have some heartaches, because your heart is always at a high rate, pumping blood all the time, and that will cause some heartaches. Make sure when you are in the area where the noise is inevitable to avoid, try to shift, try to find other ways, or try to talk to your neighbors, try to talk to anyone who is causing that noise, so that you reduce, they help you with your health, and also to have harmony and peace in the area. That's the thing, right? So make sure you consider your health and all those kind of things. These are the main 3 things that I thought of sharing to you guys. If you have any, please put them in the comment section. There are a lot of people who are going through so much of things with the heartaches, and everything comes out normal with the doctor's examinations. So these are the things that we can just try to help each other. So yeah, don't forget to be taking water as well. Take a lot of water so that you get to be calm all the time. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and this is the end of the health tips in February. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, and also put in what you think is right and other things, subtract, addition, yeah, and also your experience. How did you manage to cope up with all these things and get away from the heartaches? Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode. Annyeong.